Sophie and the Shadow Woods. Book 5, The Icicle Imps, by Linda Chapman and Lee Weatherly. Read by Joan Walker. The Shadow Woods. Very few people ever enter the Shadow Woods. The crooked trees press closely together, their branches reaching out like skeletons' arms. Strange whispers echo through the quiet air, and eyes seem to watch from the shadows. Anyone who does go in soon leaves, their skin prickling with fear. For these woods are like no others. Hidden deep within them is a gateway to the Shadow Realm, a dark and chaotic world where all the mischief-making creatures like goblins, bogles, and trolls live. Many hundreds of years ago, the Shadow Realm creatures could pass freely between our world and theirs. But they caused so much trouble that it was decided the gateway between the two worlds must be shut for good. Yet no one knew how to do this until a locksmith with magical powers made an iron key, and then slotted a gem from the Shadow Realm into its handle. The secret had been found. The locksmith forced as many shadow creatures as he could back into their own world and locked the gateway firmly behind them. From that day on, the locksmith became the guardian of the gateway, watching over the precious key and stopping the few shadow creatures left in this world from causing too much trouble. As he grew old, he passed his powers on to his grandson, who in turn passed the powers on to his. For hundreds of years the guardianship has passed down from grandparent to grandchild, and the gate has always remained safely shut. But now for the first time disaster looms. The shadow creatures have stolen the iron key. Luckily there was no gem in its handle when it was taken, but there are 6 gems from the Shadow Realm hidden somewhere in our world. If the shadow creatures find any of them, they'll be able to slot them into the key and open the gateway, letting hordes of villainous creatures loose to cause mayhem and trouble. Only one girl stands in their way, and her name is Sophie Smith. 1. Small but deadly. King Ugg, the leader of the ink-cap goblins, sat on his rotting tree stump throne, an icicle hanging from the end of his knobbly nose. His 3 guards, Potato Nose, Flaky Face, and Big Feet, stood around him. They were all looking at a small, fluffy, white creature in front of the throne. Standing on its hind legs, it bowed with a flourish.
"Greetings, King Ugg."
"Ah," Potato Nose sniggered. "Isn't it sweet?" The icicle imp bounded over to him, its left hand reaching up to its chest.
"Sweet,"
it spat.
"Shall I remind you what I can do, Goblin?"
Potato Face turned pale. The icicle imp jumped onto Potato Face's foot.
"Those who know us fear us. Do you fear me, Goblin?"
"I fear you,
gasped Potato Face.
I'm sorry I said anything, sir."
The icicle imp stared at him for a moment longer and then marched back over to King Ugg, who was chuckling.
"So, you want the icicle imps to help you find a shadow gem, King Ugg?"
it said. King Ugg nodded, pulling out an iron key that hung about his neck on a rope.
"I have the key to the gateway here, but I need to put a shadow gem in the handle for it to work. The Guardian has already found 4 shadow gems. There are 2 left hidden around the town. Find me any single gem, and the icicle imps shall be well rewarded."
"It shall be done, King Ugg,"
declared the icicle imp.
"We'll listen to the Guardian's conversations. We'll follow her footsteps, track her every move. As soon as we see her with the gem, we'll overpower her. After all, she's just a girl."
King Ugg snorted sourly.
"Girl who's beaten not only the ink-cap goblins, but also the spider gnomes, the swamp bogles, and the fog boggarts."
"She shall not beat the icicle imps."
The little creature drew his lips back. The goblins caught their breath at what they saw.
"Excellent," Ugg chortled. "This time the Guardian shall be beaten. This time we will triumph."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?